system that I use is exactly the same as I've used when you came to the other clinics in Wakefield. So it's a gravity fed system, yeah. So it works on gravity, so we're not forcing anything into the colon or sucking anything out. It just works as gravity, okay. So it's above and it flows down, does the water. So initially what we'll do is we'll lay on your left hand side, we'll insert the speculum while you're laid on your left hand side, which if you remember, it's the tube that has, the inlet tube lets the water into the colon, and then it has the outlet tube attached which lets all the water out. It's a closed system as it has been before, and it goes away as if you're having a normal bowel movement on a toilet. Okay, so we'll insert that while you're laid on your left hand side, and then we'll get you rolled over onto your back. So you'll be laid on your back with your knees bent up. Okay, during the treatment we'll be letting water flow in and then we'll let it flow out. Okay, and then there'll be periods where I'll say, right, I'm holding now, and what I'm doing there is I'm holding the water in but I'm not letting any out. So you will sort of get that sort of bloating sensation, okay? It's just the colon filling up with water. What you might find you feel is that sensation that you need the loo, and that's normal. What I want you to do, just relax. No holding in, no pushing out, just relaxing and let me do all the work, okay? So we'll be there for about half an hour. I will do some abdominal massage to try and get in all them little nooks and crannies. If you can see on that colon there's like little pockets called your diverticulum, and that's where old waste can sit. So we'll do a little bit of massage to try and get into them little pockets. And then we'll finish treatment on your back, and then we'll roll you over back onto your side, finish treatment, and then we'll let you go and sit on the toilet. Okay. So first part of the cleanse, if you remember, that's just soaking what's there. So it's soaking all the old waste, and then your own body's peristalsis will push that waste down.
Yeah.
Okay. Changing colour, so it's softening what's there. I'm going to do a hold again. You see how the water's getting darker and darker now as we're softening up what's there. Okay, I'm going to do that hold again. So I'm just going to feel where they sort of, sometimes you can feel like blockages and things like that, so I'm just sort of feeling that colon, giving it a little bit of a massage to try and help eliminate that old waste. So that judging that you can feel, that's your peristalsis, so that's your bowel that's reacting to what we're doing, which is what we want it to do. Yeah. So it's then pushing all that old waste down. That hold again, you tell me. If you get warm, just let me know.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely, it's the gift of health.
Exactly.
You'd be surprised how many like husbands will ring up and say, I want to buy my wife a present for Christmas, and they'll ask for gift vouchers. And I'm like, and then they'll say, is that a bit weird? And I went, no, you're giving them the best gift ever. You know, rather than buying a bunch of flowers or a box of chocolates, you're giving them something that's actually done it, you know. You're doing really well here.
Am I?
Yeah, you're getting rid of quite a bit. And your water intake, you're getting plenty, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. The thing is, it just pushes into those like tiny little pockets, and it's pushes it against and against and against that bowel wall, and that's what does the damage. So it sits in them tiny little pockets there. So it's when you're having the colonic and we're doing the massage and we're soaking all that waste, it's getting rid of all that old waste that's stuck on them bowel walls, that's doing the damage. So when she does all her filming, she puts all her clients in different socks. So
that's
like
so
a full
cute.
sock clinic.
Yeah.
So she has all, like at Christmas, she'll put all, like, make and put Christmas socks. Alright, so I'm pressing on like a pressure point here, which helps for clients that are suffering during treatment. It just helps like with the releases, any trapped wind or anything like that. So we can press on that. There's different points on the body that help with the digestion. And sometimes it just pressing on that point as well just takes your mind off what's happening down there, doesn't it? And then you get a release.
It's quite amazing actually.
Yeah.
Because I had a bit of pain
And it's gone.
Taking it all,
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing how our bodies are all like connected from his feet to his hands everywhere, isn't it?
I'll ask Mark what that meridian is, because he works with meridians,
Right,
obviously.
yeah. And there's points like on here and here.
Everywhere.
Okay, and I'm going to do that hold again. Yep, now done. Okay, I'm going to put some massage here. Excuse me, darling. Alright, doing really well. You're not feeling.
I'm just, it feels very different from when I was doing it regularly, obviously, so I know there's
And it's
build-up
just that
there.
build-up of old weight, so your first one's always going to feel a little bit,
Yeah.
but you know, half an hour of feeling a little bit rubbish is just going to benefit that long term.
It's all worth it.
Go.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to hold.
Yeah.
Fill your water. Good. Yeah. You tell me, yeah. Yeah.
So how long back do you think we hold?
Years and years and years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've known people that have gone from being meat eaters to being vegetarians. Or
Ever had it put me in bed?
Oh, did it? Really?
Symptoms. I was
Was he getting
really
diet?
like,
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised though. It was the first ever.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But after that,
They want normal. They want how they just put up with them.
that's what I keep saying. Yeah, when I speak to my clients about how your body adapts, you wouldn't normally realize otherwise.
Okay, we're nearly there. You've done really well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more hold and then we'll get you over and back onto your left hand side. We'll finish treatment there. You've got this gift off, keeps on giving.
Wow.
Well done.
This must be a very rewarding job.
It is.
Wow.
Well done. Nice big test.
Wow. Okay, so how were you feeling before you came to your appointment today?
I was a bit bloated. I've had to change my diet, so I felt that it was impacting my my digestive system in general, and I knew that that was definitely the solution to health.
And what problems was that giving you? Like, were you tired? Were you?
Yeah, it's a mix of everything. It's discomfort in the first place, like physical discomfort, but also tiredness. Yeah. Now I already feel the energy lifting. It's crazy.
That was my last question. How do you feel now after the session?
I feel like my belly is where it should be, or how it should be. It's a feeling that you have to experience to really understand it. But I feel like it's not bloated as it was. I'm feeling more comfortable in my jeans, and yeah, I've got more energy already.
Perfect. And I was listening earlier that you've come all the way over from Wakefield to see Kirsty.
Yes, from nearly Doncaster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why you come back to Kirsty?
There is a reason. Yeah, she knows her thing, and she's extremely professional. She makes me feel very comfortable. And yeah, I love having treatments with her.
Fantastic. And when you next book back in?
As soon as possible. Now I know there's a train next door, so that's even easier for me.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
So your aftercare today, as you know, you might feel a little bit lethargic, you might get some flu-like symptoms, any headaches or anything like that. This is just part and parcel of your colonic, and it's your body's responding to that. And sometimes your body can go into like a little bit of a healing crisis, which is positive because your body's healing itself. So today, just rest. If you feel like you're a little bit cool, just wrap up. If you feel a bit fluid, you can take some paracetamol if you need be. You might not feel any of them, it's just with it being a session and you've not had one for a while, it's just to be aware of all them symptoms. Food-wise, I want you to eat, because the treatment can lower your blood sugar, so I want you to have something to eat, but nothing too stodgy, nothing too spicy, which I know you're not going to eat. You've got a really good diet, so it's foods that you would normally eat anyway. And then tomorrow, you'll be bouncing about.
Thank you, Kirsty.